Hello, and welcome to Alex and Emmy's Soda Pop Stop. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emmy.
And we wanted to do like a special Christmas episode. And
Christmas
I thought,
special.
like, what sodas were Christmassy. And I went to the store and I looked around. I couldn't find anything that jumped out. But I thought back to this soda I tried a while ago, 2 years ago maybe, and I just saw it, and they were giving it, or they were selling it real cheap. It was like 50 cents a bottle because it was like the day before Christmas, and they wanted to get rid of them. And it was this gingerbread soda, and ultimately it wasn't super unique. It was like ginger ale. Not surprising, really. So
Yeah.
I thought of that, and I went back to the same store, and they didn't have it this year. But I thought, why not have a ginger
beer off.
Yes, ginger beer off. So I got a lot of different ginger beers.
I get
and
to just do these too.
That's as Christmassy as I can get because of gingerbread cookies.
Yay.
That's sort of Christmas.
Gingerbread houses, gingerbread cookies, Christmas. You think of Christmas when you think of those things. So
Yeah,
ginger.
you definitely don't make gingerbread any other time, do you? Maybe Thanksgiving
Maybe.
in the States? I don't know.
Maybe.
So anyway, I'm not a huge fan of ginger ale. Even when I'm sick, I'd prefer like 7-Up or Sprite or something. So I'm not going to guarantee I like this stuff.
I like
Honestly,
most sodas.
I don't really
that
know
you drink when you're sick.
don't really know the difference between ginger beer and ginger ale. I mean, there's a root beer. There's no
Root beer is delicious.
There's no root ale. What's the difference between a beer and an ale? It must just be the process, the fermentation process or something. But I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be kind of a quicker episode where we're just going to do... You don't need to yell it or acknowledge her because you can't hear it on the camera.
Oh, you can't?
But now you can hear you yelling.
Oh, well. Yay.
Okay. So, this is probably kind of quick. We're not really going to get into the histories of these different drinks.
Because it
We're
takes
just going
forever.
to compare them. There are no doubt different flavors of all of these that we will do future episodes on where we can get into the histories of
Can I
the
do
companies
these first?
and stuff. But for now, we're just going to compare and contrast. So yeah, go. You do one of yours first then.
Okay, first off, we have the Fentiman's ginger beer.
Now, if you remember,
The
if you
original.
watched our first Fentimans, we've done
first.
2 Fentimans, right?
Now
Our
we've
first
done
one.
third.
In our first one, we talked about how Thomas, it was Thomas, right? Thomas Fentiman.
Yep, I
Yeah.
think so.
He took this ginger beer recipe from somebody as collateral on a debt, and then the guy didn't pay the debt, so he had this ginger beer recipe. So this was what started Fentimans. We've done a couple Fentimans drinks so far. We got one more that we'll do eventually,
Yep.
possibly more. So it's a pretty big brand as far as the weird sodas go. You want to try it first?
Sure.
I kind of think this one might be the stronger of them.
Tastes sweet.
Yeah. I don't really like it.
Mm-mm.
It's definitely...
Me neither.
There's,
It makes my throat hurt.
yeah, there's a... I was just going to say that. There's like a burn afterwards. It's,
That hurts.
it's a bit like,
It's a bit like if you like scratch.
my go-to for ginger
like
ale
that.
is Canada Dry.
It's like that.
Tasted kind of like Canada Dry, ginger ale, obviously, but a lot stronger of a ginger flavor. But then there's this
Feels like if you
burn.
scratch your skin just gently with your nail, it feels like that on the inside of your throat.
which tells me if my throat is burning, that's very strong ginger. they described this as the recipe he got off that debt as a smashingly
good.
you remembered too, a smashingly good ginger beer. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just that I don't like ginger beer or that's not smashingly good.
Usually I like most sodas, but no, I would not drink that.
Yeah, I don't think I could finish it. Okay, so mine is one of mine is Goya.
It's parrot.
It's Jamaican style
the
ginger
parrot.
beer. There's a sorry, I got to turn it a little bit more. There's a parrot. So yeah, Goya, Jamaican style. So we go
My
from
throat still hurts.
Europe to Jamaica. Let's see the difference. See the difference in countries.
That one's got a better taste at the beginning. Oh no,
Pretty similar.
spicy.
Pretty similar.
It's spicy.
I would say there's more spice, more ginger spice up front
Yeah,
on
it's
this
very
one.
spicy.
It's definitely there's a
It's
lot
doing-
more spice up front.
It's doing
And
the
then-
same burn, but much worse.
There's definitely
Can I open my eggnog?
no, not yet. We're saving the eggnog for after our ginger suffering.
Yeah, we have eggnog
I
to
thought
wash down the horrible.
I thought I made this light
Strange
stop
flavors.
rattling. I'm sorry if you hear this rattling. It's my one light. Okay, so you're gonna jump over to Australia. We go from Europe to Jamaica, now Australia.
Now this one I really like the cap on.
Yeah, that's a very cool bottle. And we will no doubt do more of the Bundaberg flavors. They have, I saw 3 others at that store that I stopped at, and they looked a lot better than ginger beer. There was like guava and probably gonna pull it. There you go.
Yeah, it said pull out then up.
That's a very cool cap.
Yeah, it really is. It's not like a usual.
It's just like plastic on the bottom, but
and
then like
the
this
metal twists
thin
up.
metal, peel.
Okay.
So hit up
Let's
the
see this.
Bundaberg. The Bundaberg.
That one's okay.
Yeah.
That one's probably the best so far.
Really, I kind of thought the Australian one would be pretty strong, but let's give it a go.
No, it's not as bad as the Goya. The Goya was horrible. Horribly strong.
Yeah,
My throat still hurts from the Goya.
it's not as strong. There's a pretty good ginger flavor to that. I think,
Out of the 3 we've done so far, I'd drink the Bundaberg.
right, if you like the flavor of ginger, it's still distinctly ginger flavor, but it's not
It's not spicy.
so much that it burns,
Not spicy.
you know.
The Goya was
So yeah,
definitely
if
really spicy.
we're ranking Goya as the spiciest so far, so Jamaica is sitting. Get the bottles in there? No, I can't. Jamaica's sitting at the spiciest right now, which I guess makes sense. They got pretty spicy food. I don't know. Yeah, like jerk chicken and stuff. That's spicy, isn't it? Alright.
Last one.
Alright.
Where does this one come from?
Sioux City is here in the States, I believe.
So we've jumped from Jamaica to, was that Europe?
Europe first, then Jamaica,
Then Australia, and now back to the States.
Yep, to the States. Whitestone, New York is where Sioux
Oh
City.
my God, still hurts from the Goya.
Sioux City ginger beer. Sioux
Got a
City
bird.
I've had before. I've
All
had,
of them have amazing animal mascots.
yeah, it's not super uncommon around here in Michigan. Yeah, I've seen Sioux City and sometimes just in gas stations. But they got a lot of really good flavors and unique ones, like prickly pear.
Oh yeah, I've heard about prickly pears.
I'm trying to remember some of the
Never
others.
tasted them.
But they got some good ones. There was one that was like blue, but I can't remember what the flavor was. So
Okay.
we'll cover Sioux City in
Blueberry? Blue
the
raspberry?
future for sure. Well, let's
You
do
go first.
ginger beer.
So I did this one first.
It's about on level with Australia, I'd say. The good part about this one is there's no burn in my throat.
Yeah, that kind of, when it's in your throat, it kind of takes out the burn from the Goya. Because my throat still hurts from the Goya.
Was there a throat burn for the Bundaberg?
No. So I think these two are the best. Bundaberg and how do you say that?
Sioux City.
I think those two are definitely the best.
If you're
These two-
unaware,
These
it's
two are a
Sioux.
little too spicy.
It's Sioux, like the Native American Sioux. Where is Sioux City's a real city, right? Is it like Sioux City, Iowa? I want to say. I'm just pulling that out randomly. I'm not sure if it's in Iowa.
Throat still hurts from the Goya, but at least the last two took it away while they were in our throats.
Yeah, so I kind of anticipated we wouldn't like the ginger beers too much. We're not crazy ginger people.
I like these too, like I said.
Even though I got a red beard, and people tell me I'm a ginger, but I don't have red hair, so I'm not a ginger.
Multicolored hair. He's got red beard and brown.
So this is right here in Ionia, Michigan. Technically started down in Nashville, Michigan, which is just south of us. This is Mooville. It's just a local dairy, and they do
smells so much better than
all the
ginger
normal dairy things. You can buy cheese curds and blocks of cheese and ice cream and eggnog and milk and all this stuff. So I got us some eggnog because that's one of my favorite things of the holidays is eggnog. And that should help calm down our ginger beer burns.
Yes. It's like if you touch an oven, but with the inside of your throat.
So much better than ginger. Now I got this too. I was trying to think of candy that might be kind of holiday. I don't know why this is holiday. Do you think maple is like a Christmas thing?
Depends on what it's in.
Yes. Okay, so I like these. These are maple nut goodies. Maple nut buddies. Maple whatever. You know, there's the ones you'll find in the gas station by Brax, and I personally love them. But there's this podcast I listened to a long time ago where they declared it was an enemy of candy, and that they were awful. And I emailed them and said, no, they are not. They're delicious. And they're like, no, they're awful. So you got to peel it.
Oh.
There's like a pull.
So like the top of this bottle?
I'm not sure if you've ever had these, but
Don't think so.
yeah, it's just a maple covered
This
peanut.
is two stuck together.
These are a lot harder than the
That's hard.
Brax.
Oh, that's hard.
The Brax ones are definitely a lot not gooey, but mushy when you bite into it. Mushy seems like the wrong word too.
Like,
Waxy. Seems like the consistency of wax. This
have you eaten wax?
no. But you can squish wax and get the idea of what I'm talking about.
No. I used to when I was little. And we went to, can't remember which house it was, but one of my cousin's house. It had like this candle that was almost always lit when we went there, in their bathroom. And so when I went to the bathroom, I just dipped my finger in the liquid wax and stick it in cold water. And it'd have just like this wax covering on my finger.
There was
I liked it.
there was an episode of The Simpsons where Homer was in a chili eating contest and couldn't handle the super spicy chili that I want to say Chief Wiggum made. So he went and he drank a candle, and the wax, coated his throat, and then he went back and was just like popping chili peppers down his mouth and not caring at all, and people were like, oh, but then he was like, they were so hot in his stomach that he started having like visions. He was wandering through the desert. Anyway, that's what that reminds me of. I grew up with The Simpsons. They'll make you watch The Simpsons sometime. It's classic. People give The Simpsons crap because
I keep getting doubles.
they didn't watch it.
This is my third double.
The Simpsons wasn't like Family Guy or South Park. It had heart to it. And South Park's got some moral ambiguity to it. There's sometimes they're, clear what side they're falling on. Family Guy, they just do stuff just to be shocking. It's The Simpsons, they had a heart and morals to it. It was a good show. Anyway, I'm droning on about Simpsons. Maple nut goodies, one of my favorite candies.
Good.
I don't know if you like them or not.
Whatever show said that. It's not the candies that are crap, it's the show.
I like that show. They were good guys.
Okay, then it's that episode.
They haven't recorded that. It was one of the OneUp.com podcasts that's long gone now. They haven't recorded an episode for, I don't know, 8-9 years. Anyway.
So almost my lifespan.
I like maple flavored candies, I think.
I have a great mustache.
So anyway, that was our ginger beer off. Ginger beer off.
Fourth double.
If you're keeping track at home, we can
First triple.
we can handle Bundaberg.
It looks like this reminds me of Mickey Mouse.
Bundaberg or Sioux City. Those are our winners.
Yeah.
As far as really nailing the level of ginger.
Not too strong.
Yeah, not too strong. But either way, I don't want to drink ginger. I don't want to drink ginger ale.
I drink these. I would not drink the other two though.
Yeah. So if you really, really like ginger, then Fentimans and Goya are for you.
Goya ginger beer and Fenton's.
Goya especially is quite strong. So if you're into ginger,
It hurts my throat just thinking about it.
give Goya a try. I'm not sure if they sell these at... Because I've seen Goya around. It's not as uncommon as something like Fentimans.
What about
But I couldn't tell you where.
Bundaberg?
I'd heard of Goya before. Bundaberg is pretty uncommon. I've only seen it in 2 stores, which is Horrocks, where...
Oh, this one's soft.
Horrocks is a farm market in Lansing. And they have all sorts of weird sodas, and that's where I got these.
The small peanuts are soft.
I saw it at Horrocks, and I saw it at the candy store in the mall that has all sorts of weird sodas.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I have no idea where you're going to find Bundaberg. But Sioux City, if you live in the States, should be pretty easily found in maybe some grocery stores, maybe at Walmart. I don't think our Meijer has them, but I've definitely seen Sioux City around. And it's not from Michigan.
Second triple.
So thanks for keeping tabs on that. I'm sure there's people at home writing down.
5 doubles and 2 triples.
You could make a ginger beer drinking game based on her maple nut goodies. Alright, well, we are going to go look at some Christmas lights and
Yay.
probably dump these ginger beers out because we finished all the other drinks that we drank on this channel, but I don't think we're going to finish these. So
Maybe the Bundaberg and Sioux City, but not the others.
I don't even think I want to finish the Bundaberg and Sioux City. I could,
Maybe.
but I really force myself to. But anyway, we got we're probably gonna get a better camera pretty soon. I've been looking into cameras and get a tripod for it and stuff, so that we can maybe do mobile episodes every once in a while. For the most part, we'll still do right here at home, but maybe have a better setup, less shaking and stuff like that using the webcam. So hopefully 2019 will bring vast improvements for our channel. So thank you
Wait. 6 double.
Thank you for subscribing and watching if you are on the early bandwagon.
Wait.
And I said this was going to be a
7th
short
double.
episode, but we're 20 minutes in.
7th double. Bye.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Whatever you celebrate, don't judge.
Happy,
8th double.
Happy Hanukkah, joyous Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, and happy whatever holiday you celebrate.
Many, many holidays in the world.
Go enjoy yourself some eggnog. Not sure you're going to find Mooville anywhere outside of Michigan, but maybe.
Millville's really popular here.
Well, it's in our town. So anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Yay!
Goodbye.